We're not gonna do it yet, but it is getting very, very close to the time where we should probably do another world tour. What's up, dudes and dudes of the internet? My name's Scythe and we are back again for some more. And today we're playing Trove on the PC version. How y'all doing today, folks? Hope you're doing fantastic, wonderful. Hope this video makes your day even better. I wanted to take a peek at a couple of the new mini-game maps that we actually got in Team Pixel. These are Mark _, so big shout out to him. And apparently one of these maps have actually been accepted into the map rotation. So golf clap and a bow and congratulations for that one. Also, insert an exploding house. Now that's a positive thing, I don't know, but the reason why I'm kind of smiling at the whole situation is he showed the message in the Discord, links are in the description for that, and it was like, your map has been accepted into the game, and it's like, which one? Because he's actually made a few. I'm assuming this big, beautiful one right here that he ended up making kind of inspired by the Varros club world. I would definitely recommend checking that world out. I know I just keep saying that, but really they've got some amazing builds over there, and we might even check out a few of them today. But this map is actually pretty balanced, works out pretty well. You can see that there is a real overabundance of coins, but that's kind of because you spawn in the castle, and he made it so you can go in whatever direction you want from the castle. You know, he's got a nice little waterfall here. I love how the coins do that and get all weird. Secret waterfall caves that you can go through. It's a really intricate map, you know, like really enjoying it. And on top of that, he's been on a building spree, because if we go over here, he's actually got what I'd like to call the Team Pixel theme going on. And this is actually one of my favorite maps that he ended up making. That other one's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I am just automatically sold on smaller maps like this, and this one's actually a lot of fun because as we end up just going into it right here, you know, you have the character spawn here. He's got kind of all over the ceiling. There's a bunch of secret spots as well, because there's this spot which is a little tricky to actually jump into. You can make it up there with 2 jump. Let me see if I can do it. There we go. And then there's lots of coins up here as a reward, and then he's got coins all over the floating torches and stuff. A couple secrets around too. You can actually drop into this boulder. Then there's a couple waterfalls down along the edge right here that you can go into. Very sick map. I'm totally not editing this in afterwards because I forgot, but I also have some streamer dream boxes. We're going to be giving away 2 of them today to 2 lucky winners, so be sure to like the video and leave a comment in the comment section down below with what you think is your favorite club world. It doesn't matter whether it's a small club, whether it's your own club, just what is your favorite club world? And if you're looking for inspiration, I mean, unfortunately, you can only really go to a handful of clubs from the hub world, but we've got portals in Team Pixel on PC, and yeah, these codes apply to console players as well. But anyways, let's go and get our daily out of the way, and then maybe we'll have enough time to actually visit Varros' club just a little bit at the end of the video, because I do think it's a very cool club and worth noting. There's a lot of actually amazing clubs. There's just something about the Varros one where it's just floating islands and big beautiful builds and adventure world area. It looks like somewhere that you would end up building like actual quests and stuff. It's like if Trove wasn't just random generated worlds, right? But anyways, wanted to talk about the hype as to the new big update that's going to be coming to Trove. Kind of ended up talking about most of it already in the video that was appropriately talking about, like Trove adding story and okay, what are these guys doing up here? I never knew they were up there. That's pretty cool for them to be in the crow's nest, or chicken nest, I guess I should say. But either way, we've got like all sorts of crazy stuff going on, you know. The fact that the game is going to actually try and bring Daughter of the Moon into being like a big boss. What makes me curious about it, if I can just share my 2 cents, is I'm wondering, are they going to end up kind of throwing that other minuscule character and start working on story mode rather than actually working on the Hydra boss? Because we're all kind of under the impression that they're gonna finally introduce the big Hydra boss, but they might just be like updating the Shadow Towers in general. You know, they haven't really said anything about the Hydra boss. And again, just to kind of reiterate, because I've said this point many times before, keep your lunar souls, folks, if you can. can spare them because, you know, there's going to end up being costume mystery boxes that you get from the Shadow Tower, either for Titan Souls or most likely Lunar Souls, because the costumes themselves are in the game files, and they've been in the game files for a million zillion years, and it's moon themed costumes, right? So they actually, ooh, gold soul. They actually look really, really good, but who knows when they'll actually get into the game. Oh yeah, this giant mountain rock thing here. This is actually a cool dungeon. We don't really see it that often. I wish they changed the generation a little bit. Is this really a boss just kind of hanging out here, by the way? It was. Okay.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my...
But I got a lot of other things that I've been recording lately, as you may or may not have seen, and I know that that's one of the biggest reasons we haven't really touched base in a while with the PC community. It's just because I've been busy, you know, not to mention spending all my personal time playing Ark. I've been absolutely addicted to that. I never knew that game was as tight as it was. Just as far as Trove is concerned, also I know that I've been getting a little bit burnt out because I have so many different versions that I'm trying to manage, you know, with all the different club worlds and everything like that. But I'm trying to, you know, for the longest time I was like super duper sick, and I'm still under the weather for sure, but not enough that I can use that as an excuse anymore. So I've been on a lot more often. If you haven't seen me on a specific version, it's just because I've been on another version, you know, like just the other day I was trying to grind up Shadow Towers on Xbox, and that didn't happen because the game just kept crashing. And then further than that, I was doing a lot of pinata farms and stuff because we gotta get them in quick because February 13th, the event is already gone. Not sure what the next big update's gonna be, like the next patch notes, I should say. It's not necessarily going to be a big update, but hopefully it's gonna actually add something to the game that, you know, is worthwhile, because that's the thing too, is unfortunately, I mean, we kind of all saw this coming, and I don't mean to be a negative Nancy about it by any means, but I'm really, really hoping that they're going to end up having this big expansion pack, or whatever they're gonna try and sell it as this next time. I hope it doesn't take them like till the end of the year again, you know? Further than that, it seems like, and I've talked about this in my console series, that's kind of why I want to talk about it separately here in the PC series, just in case this is all you tune into. But I'm really hoping that they're going to end up having all of the PC updates actually going onto the console version of Trove sometime soon, man. And how does that affect all of you? Well, more people are going to end up playing Trove, which ultimately means there's going to be a better, bigger community on the PC version, because there's actually quite a few people that have converted over from the console. Like, I've talked with them where they convert over to the PC version specifically, whoops, that's my pinata farming house, specifically because the frame rate's like so bad and stuff, you know? And it's just, I just thought that was kind of interesting that it ended up doing that. I guess it's just always going to bring in more of a player base no matter what, right? But I'm okay, that's like really, really weird. Who cares what I was gonna say? I was just gonna reiterate the same point. But I thought for today, that's so cool. Like, seriously, how did that even happen, dude? The generation in this game is so gross sometimes. But I wanted to also touch base a little bit with all of the personal stuff that's been going on with me. So obviously, you know, I was sick, and if you haven't caught any of my recent vlog videos, I mean, the weather here in old Canada has just been absolute poop. It's been snowing everywhere for almost all of you. Like, most of you I've seen in the comments or in the Discord and stuff like that have all been talking about snow and the weather and stuff. Out here in particular where I live, it is so like windy and crazy. It's just nuts. Like, it's like I'm an outdoors type of person. I love going outside. I love all the fresh air and stuff, but it's been so cold and so bad that you know, just haven't been able to do it. It's just, I don't want to end up getting like super duper sick again, you know? Oh my, it looks like Varos actually changed their hub. I saw that there was signs where they were working on it, but yeah, that's Varros if you want to check out this club world yourself. Oh, nice, they brought us to what I think is the most beautiful build in the entire game. Like, not only Serpent Dragon, Trove themed, of course. Man, it would be great if Trove actually had like big Titan bosses and stuff, wouldn't it? But I mean, look at all of this stuff. Like, seriously, this guy is such a freak. As far as I know, there's only a couple people that are actually in this club, if not just one person. Either way, it's impressive to say the least. And I just look at all of this stuff. I was hanging out with Merc like a couple weeks back, just hanging out here thinking, man, if this was the, like, if the worlds in Trove were handmade, and then also when they end up updating with all of that story mode stuff, and hopefully we actually get to have custom user-generated quests in certain areas, it would just be like, this game would be amazing if stuff like this was actually out in the world, and something like this is the lore, and maybe this could be like the big final boss instead of stupid Daughter of the Moon. It could actually be something worthwhile where it's got like hit patterns and stuff like that that you have to like recognize and fight against. Because look at this guy. Like, seriously. And if we actually end up going inside him, there's a giant octopus in here. How cool is that, dude? And even an octopus like that, I could see that being a boss in this game, you know? That'd be so cool, especially like, it's like one of the biggest things that I think has always needed a little bit more refined work is just the boats and the ocean. You know, the boats suck. Nobody likes them. You always just go in a straight line with them because they don't turn worth anything. But I think it would be so cool if they ended up, like if the devs ended up stealing something from Wind Waker, you know, with the giant octos, and they would actually have something like this be a random boss that would just kind of show up in the ocean, force down a barrier that would force players to fight it or something. Well, I guess that wouldn't be good in the long run, would it? But, you know, it'd still be cool if you could actually have random world bosses like that, you know? Seriously, it's so beautiful, dude. Oh, there's a couple people actually talking in the club. Okay, cool. So it's more active than I thought. Anyways, don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sayonara, and stay epic, everybody.
Believe in yourself.